Hello, hello! What is going on, everybody? This is World of Warships Legends. I am Phoenix61, your host for this evening, this day, whenever it is you're watching this. This is the Toulon. I'm sure I'm saying it wrong. Leave your criticisms in the comments. But this is the, I guess, newish tech tree for French cruisers, right? And everyone says they're terrible, but these ships are awesome. You guys are idiots, right? Just kidding. These are terrible. This ship is awful. I feel like it's like a cool idea. For this, the two big turrets in the front. Like on the face of it, I like everything, right? But it just sucks. Like, it's just like, this is one where like I bought the ship, in the tech tree for the silver or whatever. And normally my go-to is just play it, like use XP boosters if I have them, whatever, and grind through and get the upgrades, right? I was like, all right, I gotta use global XP to get the upgrades. So this is even with upgrades. Well, I mean, I still have some decent games, but like, not great, nothing great. I did figure out how to win though. In with this ship, so we'll get to see that, right? We'll get to experience a win for it's how rare as it is. So I'm trying to duck behind this chunk of land here so that I'm not spotted by this Baron. It's like, why be spotted, right? If you don't have to be. So we get behind it, but now of course we're not going to be able to shoot him because of course we were the only people spotting him. There we go. Somebody picked him up. Not us. But yeah, so it's going to take us a hot minute to back up. I love having tech. Like, that's part of why I, consumables. That's part of why I like cruisers quite a bit. So you do get this 3-minute long engine boost, which is great. I've definitely been able to chase down some destroyers with this ship, which has been awesome and fun. And like, they don't, sometimes they don't expect it. You're going 35 some knots, right? Yeah. So yeah, man, even backing up here, I still hit the island a little bit. So yeah, we'll turn in. We're still not quite spotted. We must be just in the right spot. And then yeah, if he keeps coming this way, he's gonna pick us up eventually, or somebody else will, or the airplanes will. Carrier here. But we triggered the one fire just now, so now we can get another fire going. We'll have it burning for a little bit. Yep, there's airplanes picking us up. All right, let's see if we can trigger this fire. Nope. And then he's like broadside, so I'm like, all right, let's see what AP can do. So like, this is a scenario where it's like, every ship, even when with every ship that you get, you always kind of, maybe this is just me, maybe you guys are really great, but I'm always kind of bad with them at first anyway. So like, maybe this has potential, but I know a lot of people are. This is the new ship to hate to try and play, right? So we'll take shots at this Belfast here. We're getting airplanes shot down. It needs some sort of shtick, right? Like, it needs, like if it had really awesome AA, or like, the guns were like super accurate. But it's like battleship reload time on these guns. And they're great, but they're not like, I'm not getting awesome hits. I do feel like if I could do a battleship commander build, like maybe that's what it needs. Because I was looking at my French battleship commanders, and all the perks are battleship specific. It's like more battleship AP damage, more battleship, right? So like, you have to use the cruiser commander, right? But I was like, if I had, if I could do that. So like, and then there's also these two turrets on the back too, that are secondaries, right? And the secondaries don't, like, those look like normal cruiser guns to start with almost, right? Like, so I'm like, I feel like what would be cool is if those secondaries on the back had like awesome range, like they would like base was like 10 kilometers or something, so that like, because if you think about it, you could like, the secondaries don't, they don't trigger your like expanded spotting, getting spotted range, right? And then you can always turn them off if you want. But I feel like that that should be a thing, right? There's no cruisers that have like just secondaries that, at least not that I play with or know of, right? Like, I might be doing it wrong, but like that, have like an awesome secondary, you know, and it's just those two turrets on the back. Like, well, and there's some smaller guns throughout, I think, yeah. But, yeah, so we're running away from, there's a destroyer over here, right? And it's very, very obvious. And, like, this battleship here is like, hey, come help me with this destroyer. I'm like, dude, that guy is running away, and you're gonna ask for help. Like, and then what's annoying is, like, our destroyer that's here is also gonna go and help. Like this, like, don't go chase down ships that are moving away from objectives. Like, it's a waste of time. You're what's gonna end up happening is you're gonna be the last two people alive. You went and got that ship, yay, you killed him, but now we lost the game because you were far away from the objectives and where, like, actual battle was happening, right? Like, let him run away. When he shows up again, take care of him then, right? Like, but like it's an objective-based game. It's either capture zones or capture, you know, in this case, capture the base, right? But yeah. Anyway, so I think it'd be cool. Like, I think like that'd be the coolest thing to do with this ship to fix it, because it's definitely, it's not even fun to play. Like, you know, like it's one thing for it to be bad, but like if it'd be different if it was like, oh, it's still fun to play. You know, it's like kind of, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I mean, it's fast. And fairly maneuverable for, like, the size that it, you know, for what it feels like, you know, but, yeah, just, it needs something. The guns need to either be way more accurate or reload faster, something, right? So my vote is just have, like, really cool secondaries with those two turrets on the back that just auto-shoot whatever for you, right? Like, you know, how secondaries work, right? Like, I think that'd be cool. If those, like, could go, like, 10, 15 kilometers base, and then you could... And then a commander that would kind of fit along with, you know, this line of cruisers, maybe? You know, and have some, you know, a cruiser commander that's got some secondary battery. You know, like, mix it up. I like some variety in this game, right? Don't make everything the same. And then if you're gonna, like, add new ships and they're gonna suck, then it's like, well, now I'm just gonna go back and play with my other stuff. But here's how you win. So, yeah. So look at the minimap. The top right of the minimap. That battleship and destroyer went and chased down that one destroyer who went all the way in the corner. Good job, you got him. Yeah, he was outnumbered. Of course you did, right? Now, granted, it looked like that was a skein, so he might have an AA build, right? Which means, like, he might have been trying to swing around the outside to try and get to our carrier, but, like, still, I'm like, dude, like, the carrier can call him out when he gets spotted and spot him, you know, like, it's just, I'm like, dude. So here's how you win. You gotta have nobody around you and just go in and cap the zone. Figured out how to do it. Figured out how to win as the Toulon. So I'm not gonna not shoot the carrier, though, which of course is gonna get me spotted. But my plan is to duck right behind this little chunk of land here. So I'm hoping that their team can't quite hit me, right? Get Citadel hit? Like, what are you guys talking about? This ship's awesome. Look at that damage I just did. Up to 40 grand here. 40 grand, a Citadel hit, 6 planes shot down. You have a Belfast that is probably going to be the one that turns around here and challenges us, right? But yeah, let's see if we can get this carrier. That'd be sweet. We're kind of safe here. I say kinda because there's no. I'm just waiting for, like, one perfect lob from a battleship to just arch just the right way here and just rack us. I mean, I think we're good. I think we're good. Come on. But listen, I'm like, it feels like they take forever to reload. And it's 10 times worse if you're in a hectic situation, right? Let alone having this just easy target to shoot at it, right? That's just a sitting duck at the moment. He's probably going to go unspotted. Yeah, I was like, he's got to be at range for spotting here. So now we're going to have to worry about the airplanes flushing us out. I mean, I could just sit here and take it, right? Like, just let him. He's only going to get one run. He's only got 3 planes. He's only going to get one. But yeah, we got this Belfast coming in. I'm looking at the mini-map. So maybe yeah, the turrets move so slow too. Like, it's just awful. It's like all the bad things of a battleship, and then they stuck them on this cruiser. And then also gave you all the bad things of a cruiser, which is like you can die quick, right? Slow-moving turrets, long reload time. We'll put it on a cruiser, and then give it this easy-to-kill hull. But like, I feel like like that should do more damage in my mind. But I'm biased to myself. I want to win the game, right? But I'm like, come on. It shouldn't be this hard to take out this Belfast with these two big guns in the front, right? Like, yeah. And we're like, it's pretty good on the defensive if you're angling yourself right? Like, it seems to be okay in that respect. At least thus far, the few games I've played with it. We are up to 54,000 damage, and like, I mean, granted, the other part of the reason we're winning is like the rest of my team, aside from the two dudes that have just been driving back from the corner, like they've managed to at least like keep things together and hold the, like they're not crumbling, right? So we have a chance to actually get the cap here, right? Which is just like, but this is how you gotta do it if you want to win, if you want to win at this ship. Oh man, good times. Yeah, I feel like those turrets on the back should be able to wreak havoc or something. Like that'd be cool. Like a secondary, this is wicked awesome, just auto turrets in the back that just do the work for you, right? Because apparently I can't by myself. And that's why we do secondary battery builds on battleships, right? Because we're just like bad at aiming our regular guns. Like, come on. So yeah, so I'm like, oh, the airplane, the torpedo bombers are going to come from that way, right? So he'd literally have to circle over top of us unless he went way out wide, in which case we'd probably, so if he goes over top of us, he's going to lose all or most of his planes before he actually gets a run at us, right? Or if he goes way out wide, it's going to be super time consuming, right? So he went after the destroyer that's in here helping me capture, right? And then good old Holdmore 40 seconds here. Oh my gosh, can't talk. To cap this base. Yeah, this is how you do it. This is it right here. This is the action that you need if you want to win the game in this Toulon. Airplanes are approaching, but we should be able to get this capped first. Before if we're in this sneaky spot here, he can't see us. I mean, I'm sure he knows. Oh, he's only got one plane. That's why you pre-drop, guys. That's why you pre-drop your airplanes. If you're not good with carriers, I do have some carrier games out there where we do a pretty decent job, and I kind of explain my own personal strategy with carriers, right? So go check those out, right? So 54,000 damage. That's got to be a new record. I'll check online. Well, it does put us. I mean, just barely, but it does put us at the top of the leaderboard. But probably mostly because of that the zone capture, right? The base cap, right? We did make 150 grand. I mean, it's great. We do have premium and a credit booster going though, so I can't really give it. It only would have been 71,000 otherwise. We had that Citadel hit though on that carrier, right? So this other thing too, like I don't know, I feel like there should be, maybe they'll release a new commander or something for it, but either that or I'm using everything just feels mediocre standard French carrier, cruiser, right? So shell grouping and AP multiplier here, and then I do have fire setting chance. I mean, you could do this piercer one. I probably have it just because of how I was playing my other French cruisers, right? But yeah. And then I don't do the full speed ahead, so increased speed and better rudder shift. I don't do the torpedo detectability range just because you do have sonar, right? So I feel like if you suspect torpedoes or destroyer nearby, you should be using your sonar anyway, and then that skill becomes kind of useless, right? And then the earlobe for the bottom one just gives you an extra sonar charge and kind of boosts the sonar, whatever perks. Sonar cooldown, downtime, and sonar duration increase, right? So, and then I like to use fully packed quite a bit. By the book it's not terrible. It's just you got to be close to an ally, right? So I feel like fully packed gives you those extra consumables regardless, even if you're not, you don't have to be by someone for those extra ones, right? So that's always my go-to for cruisers, right? But that will be our first Toulon video for this. Like I said, I just bought this cruiser today, so we'll play with it some more. Yeah, and I'll show you guys how wrong you are, that this ship is awesome. Okay, all right, we'll do. Those turrets on the back, I feel like they should do something. Like it's not like it had it's like a 5-kilometer starting range. Like it's nothing crazy, right? All right, but thank you guys so much for watching all the way through. Go ahead and leave me a like if you enjoyed the video, and then of course follow the channel. We are doing World of Warships videos every day, so we'll see you tomorrow.